Hey everybody, this is Cypher here. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. So the time is finally here, guys. Jason Voorhees has come to Dead by Daylight. What? I am so hyped for this, guys. Obviously, we're going to be going over the brand new PTB today, or the anniversary chapter, which will be somewhere in June. I think it's mid-June. And yeah, I just want to start by saying, guys, I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews. I've been hearing some people just shitting on this release just because of like the way that it was teased and the way the whole live stream went down, which I have to say, for DVD standards, the live stream was pretty artsy and a bit weird. It was just a long, like 13-hour stream, which is fitting, obviously, because, you know, number 13 is relevant and all that with who the killer is. But apparently this was just a long stream with literally barely anything happening. It was just like a shot of some cabin in a woods. Just the fact that it went though from daytime to nighttime before they then dropped the trailer, I thought that was pretty cool. But a lot of people weren't very pleased with the sort of rollout for the chapter. The videos they released to Twitter, I thought those were really cool. They did drop like a day or two before the PTB, so I didn't think there was much point making a video on the channel covering it, because by the time I would have got it edited, this would have already dropped. But it made the chapter look like a Slenderman chapter, like just the way that the sort of found footage handheld camera clips were recorded. It reminded me a lot of the Unknown chapter, and since that was urban legend related, I was honestly thinking it would be similar to Slenderman, which is like an internet mythos, right? Turns out that wasn't the case. The most likely thing we were all expecting, Jason, happened to be the case. I don't really know what the cabin had anything to do with it, because that's not a actual set piece or building from any of the films. I will say I'm a little bit gutted because this chapter didn't actually get to license Friday the 13th. This is a Jason Universe license, so it is the very new company brand that came out in like the last year or so since the whole licensing issue went down in court, or I should say courts, because it's been an ongoing issue for I think over a decade now. But hey, Jason is Jason, right? I'll take it. We finally got the big three of horror in the game at last, so I'm not going to complain. We didn't get a map with this. We didn't get a new survivor, which again is also very disappointing. So I can also concede with a lot of people on why they're disappointed and that this is quite a fumble for one of the biggest licenses to ever come to the game. But again, we got Jason, and we really complain, guys. And let's be fair, we all knew Jason was going to come for the anniversary chapter. So I don't know why anybody was really expecting to be blown away by the reveal. I think we all kind of knew it was going to be Jason. Some people thought it was going to be Pennywise. There's other people who thought it was going to be Slenderman. I was one of those people. I was, you know, a bit on the fence really between that and this, but I imagine the killer is going to be called the Slasher. That's probably the only name they could really go with that would be truly fitting for his character, and I imagine there's probably going to be similar powers to the Friday the 13th game. At least that's what I've been hearing from people. I have tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible, guys. I have heard that this power is a little bit interesting. Like it kind of takes parts of other powers that already exist, so it's not really unique in that regard. But we'll obviously get into it. But I've been trying to avoid spoilers for the last day or two as much as possible, because there've been so many content creators making streams and videos covering early access content, and I did not want to ruin this for myself. So we're going to get into it without further ado, guys. Hopefully this doesn't crash or anything, because it is a Tuesday, and so for those of you that are on PC, stream maintenance is a thing. So the game can sometimes just go down at random times. It usually happens around like 11 to 12 o'clock at night, so it's not really hopefully going to be an issue whilst recording this. I know I just yapped a whole lot there, guys. Obviously timestamps are available if you want to skip ahead and just get to the content, but I had a lot to just talk about before we got into this. Yeah, let's just see, guys. Let's see how this is. I was having a few issues loading up the PTB. I think a lot of other people have been as well. I think it's just probably due to the sheer amount of people trying to get online. Okay, let's see. Here he is. Okay, here's the Slasher, guys. Let's go. Ooh, I am so hyped, guys. I'm so hyped for this. I know some people have been talking shit, like I say, but I'm really hoping I won't be disappointed by this character, because it's Jason. Like, if they manage to fumble his power somehow, I'm going to be pretty mad, to be honest. But wow, he actually looks pretty damn cool. I mean, granted, they did have to take the same kind of model that was used for Fortnite. So, you know, he does look a little bit goofy compared to if they'd actually got an original version of him with like the old mask and whatnot. But for the most part, they've nailed the attire. Pretty cool. I mean, yeah, hopefully they'll add more cosmetics that maybe can make him closer to his original appearance. Obviously, there might be limitations around that, again, due to the licensing issues. But yeah, this background music sounds kind of cool. I'll try and turn it up for you guys. It kind of sounds pretty similar, actually, to the films. I'll just put it on 100. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a taster, I guess, of what the background music sounds like. It does sound chase-oriented. It does sound like something out of a slasher movie. So we're going to get into his perks. So the first one we have is called Hex Scared to Death. After you hook 3 different survivors, a dull totem ignites while chasing a survivor. Whenever you basic break a pallet, survivors within 30 meters scream and gain 13% hindered for 3 seconds. Okay. That's kind of cool. Granted, it is a hex perk, so I imagine this will probably get cleansed before you can really get much value out of it. Oh, wow. Connection lost. Yay, I love a buggy game. It keeps crashing! Devs, that's the 2nd time now. Come on now, 3rd time's got to be a charm, right? Oh my god. Guys, I can't even just fucking view the character for more than 3 seconds. Okay, so after an additional try, I think it might be fixed now because I did quickly pull up the bio area, so it might have prevented it from crashing again there. Yeah, this PTB is already starting to be riddled with bugs, which is very annoying, to be honest. But where was I? So what I was saying is I feel like this will probably get cleansed before you really get much value out of it because it is a hex totem, and honestly, if Undying wasn't so ass and didn't activate from the start of the trial, this perk might have a bit of chance to actually last in a game. Honestly, putting that part aside, it's a pretty cool concept. I mean, you get to slow people down from breaking pallets. Decent first perk, and I've got to love how they made it 13% hindered, and it's survivors within 13 meters. That's very on the nose, to be honest, but we'll let it pass. The next perk we have is Silent Shadow. When the trial starts, you gain undetectable for 13 seconds or until you down a survivor. When all generators are completed, you gain undetectable. Okay, so how long do you gain undetectable for after the generator's completed? Like 13 seconds as well? I don't know, because it didn't really add a timer specific to that part of the perk, so that's useful. Yeah, that allows you to actually get a little bit of a sneak up on the survivors around the start of the game, which is very good for Jason because he is a sneaky character in the films. So I like that. I think the 13 seconds thing is becoming a little bit repetitive here, but whatever. I mean, it's kind of goofy, so... And it's the same with this perk. The last one we have is Rampage. Whenever you basic break a pallet or breakable wall, you earn 1 token up to 13. Whenever you are blinded or pallet stunned, for the next 13 seconds, you gain 1% haste for each token, and there's a 20-second cooldown. That's pretty cool. So you can get up to, what, 13% haste with that? The prevailing 13 amongst all the perks. I mean, I've got to give it to them. At least they're consistent. I think this is a pretty decent selection of perks. I don't really hate them. I think the first one is very good, although the fact that it is tied to a hex perk means it's probably not going to last very long. But I do like these. I think these are all cool perks. I've got no real complaints. As for the attributes, he is a 4.4 meters per second killer, so he is 0.2 meters per second slower, so he's on average with like killers like the Trickster and the Huntress, which I believe is due to the power because you can like phase around or something. That's what I've heard anyway. He has an average 32 meter terror radius and average height. I would have expected Jason to be tall, to be honest. I mean, he looks kind of tall, but maybe not to the same degree as Nemesis. We'll get into the power, obviously. We'll read this like in specific detail, but if you don't care, then you can just skip to the gameplay, or please just watch the whole video because it will fuck with my analytics if you guys are all just jumping around everywhere and not watching the full video. So if you can do that, I would really appreciate it. But I will obviously showcase this in a more understanding way when we get to the gameplay. So the power is called Omnipresent Evil. Press the active ability button to activate Omnipresent Evil. The slasher becomes invisible and gains undetectable, but cannot see survivors or their scratch marks. Mist clouds reveal the location of survivors who are not moving. Footprints reveal the path of survivors who are walking or running. So this kind of just mixes Chucky with the whole like trick footsteps, which, you know, are just to kind of throw you off. It kind of mixes that and I guess the spirit when she goes invisible, you can only see the scratch marks, and I don't know if you can hear the survivors. I think you can with her power, but it kind of just mixes the two of those things. And this is going to be very interesting to see Jason going invisible on the map. That sounds pretty damn cool. Omnipresent Evil is deactivated by using Jump Scare. So the special ability Jump Scare, while Omnipresent Evil is activated, look at a pallet, breakable wall, or window to quickly move to it and perform a special break or special vault action. The secondary action button switches the side you will face when performing Jump Scare, and then Jump Scare exits Omnipresent Evil mode, grants haste, and reveals detected survivors with Killer Instinct. Special ability is Throwing Spikes. Yes, I was thinking they would probably add add this because that was a feature in the game. Rest in peace, man. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, grab a spike from scrap piles or hooks. Hold the secondary action button to ready the spike and tap the attack button to throw. Spikes are replenished throughout the map when Omnipresent Evil is activated. A spike knocks back a survivor and damages them for 1 health state. So when it knocks them back, does it like knock them back like Wesker's power does when you throw them? Or I don't know if it will be that far of a lunge. Survivors will be impaled if they are hit with a hook spike. Oh my god. Wait, so they get pinned to like a wall or something? They cannot heal past the injured state, and the embedded hook spike will have an aura visible to the killer. So that's kind of like a spring trap, am I right? When you throw an axe into a survivor, it like reveals them. It is recycling a lot of killer like abilities here, but to be honest, what else were we expecting, guys? It's Jason. Like, he was obviously going to have a power similar to either a stealth killer or some other killer in the roster, so I can't really be too surprised. This sounds like a lot of fun. Injured survivors will be both impaled and immobilized if they are hit with a spike and knocked into a wall. That's going to be interesting, seeing them be impaled. Does that mean that they can't move like permanently until you grab them from that obstacle or wall or whatever, or does that mean that they'll have like a time to like break free maybe? I don't know how they'd break free. They'd have to like pull the knife out or something. But yeah, that sounds really cool. We can view the Mori here, which is the easy thing to do, but I like to show them off in the game, guys, so we're gonna do that. Okay, before we get into a game, guys, let's actually go over to the store and let's check out if there's any new outfits. I believe there are because there was a bunch of exclamation marks on the storefront. Here we go. Oh, we do have skins. Hell yeah. Okay, so the first one we've got is called Death Forsaken. Wow. Okay, so this is kind of like he's just like tumbled out of the lake or something. He's got a bunch of like algae on him. Damn, this looks kind of grimy. He's like, his arm's rotting away here, I think. And got a shovel here with barbed wire on it. Wow. I mean, obviously there is, again, limitations to what they can do because they are going off of Jason Universe, which does actually technically open more opportunities for them to make their own skins and do more skins, because obviously if they were just licensed to Friday the 13th, they'd only be really able to add a set amount of skins from the movies, and that might only be limited to like 9 or 10 looks, which I'm saying only. I would really love if we had all of the film looks as cosmetics, but that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. But with this, it means they can kind of go off of maybe ones from the films. They can do their own ones, which, yeah, I would prefer the former over the latter, but it is what it is. We can't really do much about it. But if we're just going off of, you know, just an original concept outfit, this is very cool. I like this a lot. We've then got Depths of Despair. Holy moly. Okay, that one's a little bit overkill. I'm not gonna lie, like all the little red plants coming off of him kinda ruins it a little bit for me. I think there is too much on his outfit here, but it's not bad. But wow, he looks very, very green here. Yeah, he's very... You can tell he's been under the lake for a long time with this one. Then we have Backwards Horror. So I feel like these ones are probably gonna be ones that I would prefer to wear, because they just have more of a classic slasher look to them. So we have, obviously, the first one, which looks like this. He's actually got some loose hair here on this outfit. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and we've got an axe with a bunch of chains on it. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the next one we have is Backwards Terror. So it's just a variation of the same thing, but red. Honestly, this is probably the one that I'll wear because I just like red flannel more. So yeah, that's really cool. Should I just play the default skin maybe for this video? I guess we could even mass prestige him just so we can use the bloody variation. Yeah, we're going to stick with a classic look, I think. Let's check out the character prestige area, actually, guys, real quick, because I want to see what the bloody outfit looks like and what the badge looks like. Ooh, okay, so this seems to be bugged. We only have 50, 75, and 100 here, with no variations to the frames. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. 25 is on here as well, even though they're all identical. And apparently the bloody outfits aren't on here. What's going on? That has to be a PTB bug, right? Unless they just haven't released a bloody outfit for him yet. Maybe they're still working on that. I don't know, but we can, though, quickly check if there is a bloody outfit, since it's not listed on the character prestige area. If we just go on here and turn off unlocked. Oh, no, there really isn't. Wow. Okay, so it wasn't a bug. There just actually isn't a bloody outfit. Yeah, that's a shame. Whatever. I'm sure they'll add it by the live release. Now, another thing I didn't actually know, guys, when recording this is that with this PTB, we did actually get 3 new survivor perks for a character that had not yet been announced. It has now, as of editing this, and I've got to be honest, guys, it's not that interesting. It's just an original survivor who I will obviously go over once the chapter goes live with the anniversary. But essentially, I only figured this out between my killer and survivor gameplay, and so I was going to insert it there naturally, but I felt that that would break up the action between the two gameplays a little bit, and so I decided I would drop this in before the killer gameplay, so in case I do bring up there being a new perk in either of the gameplays, just know that at the time I only was aware of one of the perks, and I didn't know that in fact there had been 3 new perks dropped. So it seems that the devs wanted to do a double chapter with the Jason release, which is kind of cool, although honestly I would have rather have just taken Tommy Jarvis as a survivor counterpart to Jason rather than this random original character. But again, I'm not really too sure where the rights lie with the Jason universe and the rest of the Friday the 13th franchise. I'm pretty sure the original license holders only hold ownership over a couple of things like the title of Friday the 13th and things like Pamela Voorhees, but I'm pretty sure Tommy Jarvis and a bunch of the other stuff I think Jason universe has got access to. There could be more technicalities to it than I'm aware of, but nonetheless, here are the 3 new perks. The first one, which I will be using in my survivor game, called Wide Open Throttle, where whenever you fast vault a pallet, you gain 15% haste for 3 seconds. The pallet is reset, blocked for 60 seconds, and all survivors see its aura for that time, and it has a 60-second cooldown. Now, this sounds really damn good, I'm not gonna lie, but actually, you have to be pretty good to hold up with this perk, because even though you can drop a pallet on the killer, vault across it before they get the chance to obviously break it because they've been stunned, the pallet will naturally reset and be blocked, so the killer doesn't get to kick it, which sounds really good. The fact that the perk does have a minute cooldown, you then have to try and continue to loop that killer and not go down, especially if you're going to try and use that same loop. And since it's only 3 seconds of haste, it's kind of around the same amount of time that you would get from smash hit, which gives you 4 seconds, which is a lot better. That's 50% haste in that case, but all you're doing in this case is you're just stopping the killer from having that slowdown of having to break the pallet. So if anything, they're going to recover pretty quickly from that stun, and they'll just be able to continue to pursue you. So I feel like this is all down to the person that uses it rather than the perk itself being overpowered or anything like that, like some people are trying to make it out to be. And since a game is like about 8 to 10 minutes long average, maybe up to 15 minutes depending on how long it goes for, you could get, you know, several uses out of this in a game, and that will obviously mean that a lot of pallets are being used by you but not having to be broken. But you have to remember there are other perks in the game already, like Any Means Necessary, where you can reset any pallet that hasn't been broken by the killer. So it's not like this is anything too crazy, to be honest. And since not everybody's going to have this perk on them, it's only going to be useful for one survivor, whilst other survivors getting into loops with the killer could be dropping pallets and, you know, having them be broken like normal. So it would have to be a case of every survivor is running it, and that's only going to happen in Swifts if there is like 4 people playing together. Now, obviously, this could be pretty insufferable for the killer if there is 4 survivors all running this perk, but they're all going to have a 60-second cooldown where they're going to have to go to another loop, and naturally, some of the pallets they drop are going to have to be broken. The next one we have is called Lend a Hand once per trial and per survivor. After you have blessed or cleansed one totem while healing another survivor, use F to give them 4 permanent healing charges. Now, obviously, this varies based on the rarity that you have. You will have to cleanse or bless a totem each time to do it, which if you're in solo queue, you'd have to really hope that you're the only person in the match that's actually interacting with totems, because if anyone else is, you know, trying to use them for other reasons or trying to get rid of them, it will reduce the amount of like value you can get out of this. Or healing charges, I don't know if that's really a lot. I guess that would be, obviously since it's permanent, that's taking off a chunk of your healing meter, which I think will just apply until you're healed and then it will disappear. I don't imagine this is permanent for the rest of the game. If that's the case, that like once you've fully healed, you'll have 4 charges taken off again, like for the rest of the trial every time you get injured. That would be a little bit crazy, because that would probably quite drastically increase the speed it takes for you to have heals and stuff. So I don't know, I'm not too sure. I've not tested this one out yet, but it sounds pretty decent. And the final one we have is called Cross-Examination. While in the killer's terror radius, they leave light marks that last for 10 seconds that you can see. While on the killer's light marks, you gain elusive. This ends after 5 seconds. Now, you only get the elusive for 5 seconds, which isn't very long. That's a pretty short duration. I'd assume as long as you're stood on the mark, you'll get this status effect, and I guess 5 seconds later from standing on them, or it could be 5 seconds after you've walked away. But since this does only work for being in their terror radius, I suppose if they do have undetectable, then this won't work, and if they are using a stealth ability, then naturally you're not going to hear their terror radius, thus this perk will not activate. Imagine a survivor walking behind a killer and being completely elusive, and then just turn around around and get jump scared by the survivor. That would be pretty funny if you could just sneak up on killers using this perk. So yeah, pretty interesting perk to be honest. Although granted, I don't really know what the point is of this because for the most part, if you're in the killer's terror radius, you're going to know where they are because they're going to either be heading towards you or if they're heading away from you, like just pay attention to where they are visually. That just makes more sense to me. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get into a game. Okay, guys, we're in a game. Let's go. I'm so hyped. Okay, we've got our silent shadow value off rip, obviously. Undetectable. Now, it's not going to last very long, unfortunately, but it'll last long enough for us to maybe reach somebody. Ooh, somebody's giving away their position. Okay, so we have aim spike. Okay, so we can throw that. And then we have omnipresent evil. Ooh! Yo! There's somebody here, apparently. Yo! I spawned on them! What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay. Waiting for me here. Oh, he ducked it. Bruh. I thought I was gonna hit him there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we have hooks that are highlighted in white. Hello.
Nope.
Oh, I guess that just tells us, you know, we can like reload there or whatever. What the fuck? This person's really good at dodging hits. Okay, ooh, let's take a spike. See if we can hit B here. Oh! Wait, I thought she was gonna get pinned in the environment. It doesn't actually do that, unfortunately. Bro, she's very good at spinning me here. What the hell? Alright, we've secured our first down. This power seems really, like, intricate. Maybe it's just because I'm new to it, but, like... Oh, these are the new hooks as well, by the way. I didn't even stop to look at those. They're, like, very scrappy looking, boxy. Okay, so let's go back into the power. So, I love that, man. I love that it has, like, the cha-cha-cha and the ha-ha-ha thing, I guess.
Actually, it's ki ma ma ma, not chi ha ha ha.
I don't really know how to describe that, but... Oh, let's actually appear here, shall we? Oh! If you spawn on it, it breaks it. Oh, that's cool. Wait, did they heal under the hook? She was already healed. Oh, no, she wasn't. I put her into deep wound. Okay. Yes, we got that one. Oh! Down he goes. Okay, so we actually have 2 tokens now on Ravage. Is that what it's called again? I'm really bad at remembering perk names most of the time, guys, so I think I'm doing decently so far. All right, we'll take you to this one here. Is she trying to, like... I was like, she's trying to run in and block me. I don't know. Maybe for a second there. Okay, so we've hooked 2 people now, so we have to hook 1 more, and then we can get our Hex perk value. Wait, what? She was hanging around? Hello. Where are you? That V again? No. Oh, okay, well, I guess we're just hitting you again. Fun.
The fuck?
I don't know what I just did there. You guys see that? Okay, nice one. Oh, we have the new perk. Yeah, I didn't mention it in the intro, guys, but I was reading this on Twitter, but there is a new perk that they just randomly dropped that isn't even, like, tied to a survivor. It's just kind of there. Now let's get a 3rd token. Nice. So if we do get pallet stunned or flashlight blinded, which I don't think many of these guys actually have a flashlight. There might be one of them that has a flashlight. But we'll be able to get now 3 haste. 3% haste. That sounded really weird, the way I phrased that. Bro, okay, if you want me to hook you, just say that. Like, I get it. You want me to Mori you or something. Who doesn't want to get Mori'd by Jason? Am I right? Okay. As you guys can see, I did bring dominance. So when the Scared to Death perk does activate, hopefully we can slow down the odds of it getting, you know, like, cleansed as fast. If we can hit... Oh, wait, no. Hit. Oh, yep, there we go. Wow. Okay, so it does send them really far. It's kind of like Wesker throwing them, but I guess it doesn't actually, like, stick them in the environment unless you're pretty close. Okay. I'm really liking this so far, guys. I was expecting this to be really buggy. What the hell? Just as I say that as well, it's just like a massive light. Oh, that's on the hook. Okay, never mind. I thought there was just like a random phantom light there next to the hook, but that was actually a light hanging on the hook. Yeah, the kicking animation's very slow, though. It feels very, like, weighted. Oh, that's cool. So one of our, like, spike reload spots is actually part of a generator. That's kind of cool. Yeah, these guys haven't done a single gen yet. I don't know if that's intentional or if these guys are just bad, but yeah, all of the like reloading spots look different. That's cool. I wasn't expecting them all to be like variating, but that's nice. Hello. Ah, missed it. How did I miss that? Even he's confused. He's like, how'd you miss that shit, bro? He's just looking at me like, I don't know. We're not even going to talk about that. All right, let's reload again. Take a spike. Ooh. Good thing I didn't throw that there. I probably would have missed. How am I missing these? Oh my god. Take that again. Okay, we got 5 tokens. We can actually Mori this guy as well if we get him here. Oh, fuck, he Mori'd me. Huh? Oh, well, we got a haste. Okay, I guess he wants me to Mori him. Do you want to watch? Okay, let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's see the new Mori. Oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do it to you now too. Bro got fucking incinerated. What the hell? That's so cool. The closest we've had to really detailed Mori where someone's like been affected, like actual like appearance has been really visually switched up as a whole was like with the Lich, with being able to like make people, you know, become skeletons. But like, wow, we finally got a killer with an element in their power. Hey, you guys want to watch? Let's go. Let's Mori be here. I think it's bugged though because it looked like he just kicked over nothing. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a jerry can or something. And it was invisible, so yeah, there's nothing there. What the fuck? It looks like he's just like kicking invisible, like, I don't know, dirt or some shit onto the survivor. Wow, that's so cool though that they just sit there and like burn afterwards though. She's nodding. The other person was like, no. This one's like, yeah. Oh! I was thinking that was going to pin her in the environment. It didn't. That's a shame. Now, we can't actually grab them, because that would literally just be a rehash of the animatronic there. So good thing they didn't do that, because we obviously want the powers to be at least a little bit different, because they do copy from each other quite a lot. Okay, let's actually go to the power again, because I've not even really used this much, have I? Okay, she's here. Let's, I guess we're teleporting that. Wait, what? Wrong door. Wait, what? I teleported downstairs. Excuse me? I'm nowhere near. I'm literally nowhere near the upstairs. I thought there was going to be, like, at least more of a range, really, to prevent me from going any further. But, like, okay. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Let's see. Where are they? Ooh, they're here. Jump scare? Aha! Killer instinct. Get hit, bitch. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, no. Wait a minute. We need to line this up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that's what the status effect looks like. We should get 6 tokens now, right? Yeah. How many do we get up to a maximum again of? I can't remember. It's like quite high, isn't it? I think it's like 13 or something. Of course it's 13. Like, how'd I even forget? Well, let's get another spike. Oh, let's see if we can get a hit here. Ah! Oh my god, that was so goofy. I love how they just go flying. No! Really? Why are we disconnecting in the PTB, man? Really? Oh, it automatically reloads. Why would you disconnect in the PTB, by the way? Like, that's sour. Come on now, you don't want to get Mori'd. I wonder if, like, throwing the spikes maybe at, like, a generator or something blocks it, because I know, like, the animatronics axe does that. Now, granted, again, that would be just copying abilities, but okay, no, it just despawns. Okay. Fair enough. Right, let's go back into the power again. Man, I really like this. This is so, like, cool. And yeah, it does pop up these, like, little figures to show which, like, place you can appear from. Are they here? Oh, no, they've moved. They've left the area. Now, if we can find them, apparently we can switch sides. I haven't actually done that yet. I think if you spawn on a pallet, it kicks it. It gets rid of it. So that's why that highlighted in yellow. Where are these guys at? They disappeared. Oh, no, they highlight in yellow anyway. Okay, so that's just, yeah, if you're just going to spawn on them. But it does make you kick by default if they dropped the pallet. I'm not seeing anything here. I love how this power is just infinite. You can just stay invisible basically the whole time. I wonder if these guys can see this as well. Like, they can see, like, the fog and stuff, like the footprints. Because I know you can see that as Chucky for both sides, so where are these guys at? Like, by now, I should at least be able to see, like, a red trail or something. Because they're probably stood still somewhere, I'm guessing, like camping. Are they in basement, maybe? Oh my god, the body looked almost like frozen there because of the effects. I've been in this mode now for ages. These guys haven't done a single gen still. Oh. Ooh. Red fog. They're here. Okay, they're going this way. Oh, there's like sound effects for the footprints. I don't think they know I'm here. That's the cool thing as well. They have no idea that I'm here. Where's the nearest place I can jump scare? Because I don't want to get teleported down there. Let's go here. Boo. I bet that was quite the spook, really, because I've just been in that mode for so long. Probably didn't even know I was like sneaking up on them there. That's really cool, though. I really like that. Okay. Should probably go get a spike real quick. There is actually a spike pile over here, but whatever. Okay, so we've got a bot and a real person, so I'm not really too asked about what happens to the bot at this point, because, like, not a real person anymore. But hopefully we can get 4 Moris. That would be kind of cool. There is, like, yeah, there is a bit of visual bugs going on with the Mori. Like, it clearly doesn't look very good when the intestines pop out. It looks kind of, like, low quality. Smart choice. I would have pre-dropped to be fair. Oh, no! Our perk got cleansed. Oh, my God, no! I didn't even get to really, like, see any effect from it, I don't think. Or at least I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, it just, like, hinders them, doesn't it, after they've dropped a pallet? I think, or is it after they pallet stunned you? I don't remember, actually. Let me just pull that up real quick. Yeah, oh, so it's just whenever we break a pallet. Yeah, so we've probably actually got value out of that a few times. I just haven't been, like, paying attention to it. Oh, man, that's a shame that we lost that. But, hey, we stay getting tokens, at least. Where the hell is Claudette? Did she? Oh, she probably dropped down, didn't she? Let's see if we can sneak up on her. Ooh. One of them's here. Is this the bot? Where should I appear from? Because there's, like, no obvious place to... Okay, she's slowly sneaking around. I hope they can't hear me, like, getting close to them or something, because that would kind of ruin it. Where did they go? Why can I not see the footprints anymore? Okay, we're just going to teleport... here, I guess? Okay, that was not why I was hoping to teleport. I was hoping to teleport to the door. Yeah, I couldn't see any, like, red fog there. So, that's kind of weird. Where are we going, bot? Oh, she didn't even get pinned in the environment. I was expecting that to work there because I was so close. Okay, let's go. Let's, Mori you. Oh, wait! Wait, it's not coming up with a normal Mori button. It's got, like, a... Oh! We've got special Mori! Yo! That was sick. You want to get Mori'd now? I should probably go get another spike or something, actually. Let's do that. Let's go grab a spike. Let's see if we can impale one of the survivors in the environment, because we haven't been able to do that yet, so let's do that to Feng. I'm saying one of them as if there's any other survivors left, but come here, Feng. He's running away now. What the hell? Bro, you don't want to get Mori'd? What? Oh, she got Hatch. Oh, man. That's a shame. That was a lot of fun, actually. I don't think I even used the switch sides button, but that was really cool. I actually like that a lot. Yeah, the Mori's pretty neat, actually. I do think it looks kind of bad visually with, like, at least the intestine part. I think that's kind of just part of the course with a lot of the Moris in this game, because the devs aren't really the best at designing them. I'm not gonna lie, like, visually, they're not very realistic. But the part where they caught on fire was really cool. They do need to fix it, though, because I think there's supposed to be, like, a can there or something. It just kind of looks like I'm kicking dirt at the survivor, but I think there's supposed to be, like, a gasoline can or something there. But yeah, GG's. Let's move on now to a survivor game. Okay, guys, we're in. We're on the Azarov's resting place. Okay, we've got a Jason. Of course we have a Jason. Why wouldn't anybody be playing Jason right now? Yeah, let's go, guys. Everyone's just looking at the hook like, yep, we all understand the assignment. We all know what's up. Oh, man. We got our little scrap piles here or whatever. Ooh, we can see our own footprints? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if the survivor side could see all of this, but I guess you'd need to know if he's in his power or not, obviously, or otherwise it'd be really unfair if you could just, like, pop out on anybody. I wonder if he's going to jump scare me at this pallet here. Oh, wow. He's been in the power for a while. But yeah, I did bring a petrified oak, which I don't imagine will make a huge difference like it did with the old version of DBD, where you could, like, stack them and it would, like, basically reduce a hook from the map or two in, you know, making them more far apart. but it might maybe give us a slight advantage because it means the hooks are slightly dispersed, so it means they're not as close together for him to get a reload. Granted, again, he does have the spikes too, so it's not like he's going to be at a shortage, really, but... Oh, he's probably going to come over here now, isn't he? Oh, he's here. Ah! Is that window blocked now? Oh! Oh, okay, so, yeah, it's extract. I wasn't sure if we could remove it from ourselves, but... Nice. Got 50% haste, and we didn't fast fall, did we? So we couldn't get the other haste, unfortunately. But that put some distance between me and the killer, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, there is no counterplay, obviously. We can't interact with the scrap piles or whatever you want to call them, spike piles. Like, there's nothing we can actually do about that. We just have to dodge them, which is the same as when you're playing against a trickster and a huntress. Let's apply Bada Bada Boom, actually, because I really want to test that out. I brought that with me because since he can teleport to windows, I want to see if that will, like, freeze him. Because if we used Chemical Trap, you'd have to break the pallet for it to activate. Oh, shit! Oh, he got me! Oh, I'm stuck in the environment! Holy moly! He's just staring at me. Okay. That's cool. So it puts a brick icon behind them if you're stuck in a wall or whatever. But if you don't get stuck, it just puts the rod on your icon. Okay. So there's like variations to it. Oh man, there's only 2 gens left. And the ace is already like, well, was nearly halfway on another gen there. We've been, like, storming through these. I guess this guy's probably new, so, you know, naturally, he's not going to play as well. That's, you know, understandable. Okay, yeah, you should probably heal me, actually. Oh, yeah, my trap just completely disarmed. So, I guess we didn't get to use it on him. I guess we'll try again to make sure. He's going to appear. He's going to appear, isn't he? I'll let you use that pallet. Okay, let's get Ace off of here. Oh yeah, I forgot I was nearly like finished healing. Oh shit, he's coming! No! I'm so sorry, bro. I should have totally taken that there. Okay, we didn't get to dodge that, unfortunately. If he teleports. Oh, he's just gonna go back for Ace, right? So many of these gens are really close to being finished, actually. Oh, boy. Ah! Damn, that was close. Oh, no, he knows. It does have quite a charge up, though, so to be fair, there wasn't really much you could do with that. Shame for him, I guess. He go for the pickup, finally. No. He's definitely a bit concerned here about us getting a save, so... Oh, wow, that was very close. Can we vault this now? No, it's still blocked. Good thing he left me. Holy moly. Oh, man, we're really delaying this for him out here, aren't we? Oh, my God. We'll just do this gen then whilst we wait. Okay.
Huh?
You gonna come back?
Yeah.
Coming back. We dodged this here. Oh. Bro, we've really stalled this game now. Like, nothing's happening. Ah, he got me! That was actually a good swing, to be fair. I wasn't thinking that was going to get me because I was behind him. But, you know, I kind of deserve that for hanging around so much. I wonder if somebody else will come over. No, they're healing! Why? That would have been a perfect opportunity. Oh, well. Ah, a bit further and we would have been off. Bro's staring me down. Oh, what happened to his mask? And he disappeared. That was cool. Oh, hi, Sable. Did you just fucking spawn in? Like, where did you come from? I guess you must have been working around the edge of the map or something. Thanks, guys. We could have done all the gens already, but naturally, I feel like these guys are thinking the same thing as me, where they don't necessarily want the game to finish too soon, just because, you know, it would be kind of mean to the Jason here, because we are all testing out the new chapter, so don't want to like rush through it necessarily. Oh, it looks like they've gotten rid of his perk. That's if he is running the new perk. I don't know, but okay. Jason back. I think he might be back, guys. Ah, he's coming back. Ah. Still have a pallet here, thankfully. Oh, he's on me. Okay. I was thinking you were going to go for Sable there, to be honest. He's totally eating up this chaser. Think we can keep running him? Let's see how long we can keep doing this for. Oh, I should have probably thrown it there. Okay. Whatever. That was yeah, he's got a very interesting, like, braking animation. It's a little bit slow. Oh! He got blinded. To be fair, we are being a bit harsh on him. This is the PTB. I don't know why we're doing Blast Mine, and I don't know why I'm running Bada Bada Boom. I just really wanted to test if it worked, to be honest. Oh! That was so fucking close. Oh my god. Please teleport to this window, please. Oh, the hooks become, like, unusable. Oh, shit. Oh, it doesn't even do anything to him. What? Oh, he did that. Okay, well, I could have just vaulted it then, couldn't I? I didn't realize it was... I thought it was going to be still blocked, but it actually just conveniently unblocked, though, as I approached it. So I could have actually vaulted that there. He's waiting for me so he can try and hit me with a fucking spike. Oh, my God. Yeah, so I guess we figured out that Bada Bada Boom does not work on the new killer, guys. That's a shame, I guess. Yo, that spin. Ah, we didn't get it. That was a really awkward lineup for a flash save, to be fair. Yeah, I don't care if I die. Like, I'm fine with dying. I'm on second hook stage. I just really want him to Mori me, to be honest. That would be sick. We run back over here, guys. Looks like a pretty safe loot. We still have the... Yeah, he's reloading. Still have the... Oh, man. I fumbled that big time. Oh, but he did wind up, so... Oh, fuck. Oh, he got me! Oh, wait. What's he doing? Look at my character in the top screen. But yeah, GG's. That was actually a lot of fun to play against. And something I just figured I would throw in here, guys, before I got to the outro, is that I did find out in a game right afterwards that there is, in fact, a third Mori. Now, I do have an add-on that, like, stops him from leaving. Oh my god, we got him! We got him! There's more than one... What? What? Is he supposed to be dead? Why is he wiggling? There's 3 Moris? Okay, you guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about this chapter. Honestly, I think they did pretty well with this chapter. I mean, it really is a shame, though, that we didn't get, like, Pamela Voorhees implemented in some way, like maybe a shrine on the map somewhere with her head or something. Even if it doesn't have any, like, counterplay or any use for the survivors, or even as the killer necessarily, it would have been cool to have, like, somewhere on the map that there's the head, or, like, you know, it spawns in the killer shack. That would be even more fitting, because it's pretty obvious that the killer shack was based off of the Jason concept before they even got the license back when the game dropped. I don't know, just having some stuff around the map, just like little nods like that would have been cool. But obviously that is tied to the Friday the 13th license, so there was probably no way they could get Pamela Voorhees' head in the game, unfortunately. So yeah, it really is a shame how much it prevented this chapter from excelling. I feel like there's just so much that could have been done with this. We could have got a Camp Crystal Lake map, we could have got Tommy Jarvis as a survivor, and instead we just got a lone killer, who I think the perks are good for. I think they're good perks. Obviously, one of them is a hex perk, which I imagine won't last very long, but that's just my problem with hex perks, to be honest. Mori does need polishing up, because I think even though it's cool in concept, it is a little bit lazy that they recycled the blood can as the gasoline can. I think they should actually have added a jerry can, you know, like a standard red one. That would have been way more fitting for the era, I feel like. And it just means that they're not reusing assets, which I already feel like they've kind of rehashed some ideas for other characters, which is going to happen eventually. I'm not going to sit here and moan too much about that like a lot of other people are in the community, because I feel like you have to understand that once you get 10 years into this game's lifespan, they are naturally going to run out of unique ideas to do. And that's not to say that there aren't unique things they can still do. That absolutely is. But for a killer like Jason Voorhees, it's a little difficult, really, at this point in time to do something that's not really been done before. Like, he's literally a stalking killer. To be honest, they've taken most of, like, the cool shit that made him iconic from the game. Obviously, they don't have his ability to place traps down, because that would literally just be Trapper 2.0, and nobody going into this wanted to have a repeat of Trapper. So it does kind of take from killers like Chucky, like Spirit, like the animatronic with the throwing blades, but let's be real, like, those are probably the best abilities he could have had because they are what we had in the Friday the 13th game. And so I think they did a good job of it. I just think, you know, obviously it needs polishing for the official release, and they do need to do something with the Mori, because even though the Mori is pretty cool, it does visually look quite bad at certain points, which is pretty disappointing to say. I did like that they set on fire at the end, though. That's really cool. We've never had like an element implemented into a Mori before, I don't think. But damn, though, 3 Moris is crazy. Like, I was not expecting that. Is that the most Moris available for a killer? I don't know if any other killers have multiple Moris. I think this might be the first killer to have 3 different Moris, which is so unique. I love that. The skins are pretty cool. Hopefully they'll, you know, work something out in the future and they'll be able to add maybe some film skins. I'm getting my hopes up here. I don't know if that's ever going to likely happen, but I would love to see that, or at least, you know, maybe make some skins that are similar to the films, like as close as you can get to it without necessarily overstepping sort of the trademark look, so they can kind of, you know, get as close as possible to mimicking the films. As for his appearance, I think his appearance is pretty faithful. The only thing, obviously his mask is different slightly, but the main part that I find a little annoying is the square eyes. Like, come on now, boxy eyes on a hockey mask. It just doesn't look right for Jason. Like, he managed to have circle breathing holes on the mask. Again, I could go on for ages about how I'm disappointed with the fact that we didn't get a survivor, we didn't get a map. Like, there was so much missed potential with this, which naturally is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, and it definitely does deduct from the chapter's, like, coolness by a lot of points, to be honest. But we got him in the game. It's either no Jason or it's Jason universe, so I'll take this, honestly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments. I'd be very curious to know. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button down below to let me know. Really helps the video out in the algorithm. Also, hit the hype button next to it. That really helps push smaller creators like me out to more people, so if you could do that, that would be awesome. And if you want to see more videos from me, click the subscribe button and turn on post notifications next to it so you never miss a single video of mine. And I shall catch you all very soon with a brand new video. Goodbye.